Let's now talk about the second step, designing the report format. You saw in previous video that electronic reporting uses plain Excel or Microsoft Word as tools for developing the formats, but they don't have any specialized templating features. As opposed to that, Docentric Template Designer is a complete templating tool with specialized templating features. Let's see on few examples what it means to have the specialized templating features. My first example is adding a new field to the design. I demonstrated the process in electronic reporting in one of the previous videos from this series, so you can watch the detailed process there. Let's remind ourselves what you had to do to add a field to the electronic reporting Excel format. These are the steps. In Excel, extend the named ranges of the areas where a new field and its label should appear. Add new named ranges for the new field and its label. Back in Electronic Reporting Format Designer, set the correct mapping for the label and for the field. To test the result, save the Excel format and Electronic Reporting Format configuration and print some document. And this is how the process goes with Docentric. In previous step, I created the DDSP file and you saw how it contains the newly added Delivery Mode Demo field, which has the correct value. This is Docentric Template Designer, where I already opened our ready-made purchase order design. It produces the same result as Microsoft's electronic reporting Excel format, so we call it Docentric CBD Replica. You can notice that this designer is a regular Microsoft Word application, where you will find an additional Docentric tab in the Microsoft Word ribbon. It contains the Docentric specialized templating tools. I want to add the same field, Delivery Mode Demo, to the same place as I did in Electronic Reporting Design. Here below this header content on the left side. Microsoft Word tables give us a way to have a nice clean layout, so you will notice that everything is grouped in different tables, and at the bottom of this table on the left side, I will add a new table row. I will place the cursor in the cell where I want to add a new field and click the field tagging element icon from the Docentric toolbar. It is going to add a new element that is specialized for handling the field style data. And here below, I automatically get the so-called binding dialog, where I need to point to the field whose value is to be presented in this place. I can simply search for delivery and the matching fields are filtered. Here is the one I need, so I will simply double-click it. As a result, the place in the design is automatically bound to the Delivery Mode Demo field, and not just that, but here in the design it automatically shows you the field name to which it is bound, so when you look at the whole layout you immediately know what is what. Pay attention to this window on the left side. It is called Live Preview, and it automatically shows you the value of this field. Remember what we saw while inspecting the content of the DDSP file. You can see that value, as well as all other values used for previewing. You can also modify all these values. For example, what if delivery mode can be some much longer string? You would want to see how it will be reflected in the printout. You will simply find that field in this sample data and enter some much longer content. After closing this sample data dialog, you can see in the live preview window how it would look, so you can immediately decide if it is going to be fine or you need some different layout to accommodate the longer strings in some other way. One more interesting thing to notice here. When I added the Delivery Mode Demo, the field tagging element in the design was automatically populated by the name of the field. It is to help you have a good overview of what is what in this layout without a need for some additional effort. Remember the named ranges in electronic reporting Excel format or manually naming the content controls in electronic reporting Word format. So a lot of manual work and overhead is removed from you, but still if you want to change what is displayed here, you can do so. Let's say I want something shorter than Delivery Mode Demo. I will simply type the new description by which I want to recognize this field, for example, Delivery Mode. It is here just for your reference, but the actual value is taken from the data source and presented in the preview window, and of course in runtime the data source value is presented on the printout. To complete this comparison with electronic reporting Excel format, let's handle the label. You can notice the specialized label tagging element here in the Docentric toolbar, so I will position the cursor in the table cell where the label should appear, click the label tagging element, and in the binding dialog, I will point to the delivery mode demo field. This means that its label should be used in the place of the label tagging element. If the field has a label assigned to it, which you handle in the first step when dealing with the report data source, then its translation will be presented in the live preview window. I will demonstrate later how we test multilingual reports against different languages. Let's summarize how do we add a new field and its related label to the Docentric design. Place the cursor anywhere in the layout where a new field should appear. Click the field tagging element and from the dialog select the related field to perform the binding. Place the cursor at the position where the label should appear, click the label tagging element and in the dialog select the related label. To test, simply play with different sample values and look for the result in the live preview window. As opposed to this, when working with an electronic reporting Excel format, there is a lot of overhead in the process because each step is done manually and requires entering the named ranges, names, or content control names, while in Docentric those things happen automatically for you. Next, in electronic reporting you have to work in two places in parallel, Excel or Word design and electronic reporting format configuration, while in Docentric you work only in this designer. Finally, in electronic reporting, you need to print the report to test the result, while in Docentric, you change the sample data as needed and instantly see the result in live preview.